What is electrolysis actually? So electrolysis is the only permanent hair removal per the FDA. Other removal methods like laser are considered permanent hair reduction, and even lesser, tweezing, waxing, shaving, is all temporary. But if you've been struggling with unwanted hair growth, electrolysis is the only permanent hair removal that works on all hair types, all skin types, and can be utilized in almost every body part. Electrolysis does take repeated treatments. With every treatment, you'll notice a reduction in the coarsity, the amount of hair, and you'll eventually see how much longer it takes the hair to grow back. Eventually, after repeatedly treating the same surface area, the hairs just stop growing entirely. We always offer free consultations so that we can give you a real precise assessment on how to start your journey. Everybody's journey is very different, but we would love to get started with you and we can explore what your journey will look like through a free consultation. So what are we actually talking about when we talk about electrolysis? What does the process actually consist of? What we're doing is we're using a pre-existing opening in the skin called the follicle to find the root, where the source of the hair starts. So we insert a teeny tiny wire-like filament called a probe into this pre-existing follicle, and we apply the heat directly to the root. So by applying the heat directly to the root, we essentially use that heat to destroy the follicle, and not only destroy the follicle, but destroy all of the supporting nutrition system that is feeding that follicle or could potentially feed or awaken an additional dormant follicle. So electrolysis process is intentional destruction. So we're trying to find the perfect balance between enough heat to do the damage that we need to do to the root, but not affect the surface of the skin. So how do we master that? Post-treatment care. Post your electrolysis session, you'll usually see a little bit of redness and swelling in the surface area for a few hours. Some of us are a little more sensitive and we might see that a little bit longer. This is all normal and this is part of the process. We request that our clients follow an aftercare procedure by keeping the top of the skin or the surface of their skin hydrated on a regular basis post-treatment until the irritation is gone. So we recommend aloe, calendula or calendula, which is an all-natural topical burn ointment, and or coconut oil. Coconut oil is our favorite. It is antimicrobial, antibacterial, and antifungal. So it also adds some additional benefits for our tissue during the healing process. With every treatment, the hairs, if they come back at all, will come back finer and finer until they never come back at all. Electrolysis does take repeated treatments, and each client has a very individual process as far as how responsive the hair is and how much time in between treatments. But essentially, you do want to treat the surface of the skin every time the hair is available there. We don't want to wait too much time in between after the hair is on the surface of the skin, because we want to make sure that we hit the hair when it's most damaged. As if the hair comes back, it'll continue to get stronger and stronger as it grows out of the skin. So by coming in for regular treatments, as soon as the hair is there and available to treat, we ensure for the fastest, most effective treatment out there. The equipment we use is top of the line and regularly serviced. We do believe that electrologists are only as good as their equipment. So we pride ourselves in having top of the line equipment and also using eyewear, oral surgery eyewear, so that we can see really, really good for perfect insertions, which means most effective treatments.